Why do you support the wall?
Because, hater!
We're here at the University of Cincinnati asking students if they think Trump caved to the Democrats when he temporarily reopened the government. Have you been keeping up with everything surrounding the government shutdown?
Yes, I have.
What do you think about it?
I support President Trump's decision. I'm glad he did it.
It is okay to see that he has finally reopened it back up and is planning on a different day to shut it back down. So at least everybody gets their back pay and everything.
Do you think that Trump caved since he did reopen the government temporarily?
No, I think we're going to get a wall because Trump's the GOAT, so.
His image was kind of getting hurt. You know, with a prolonged shutdown, actually, the economy lost a lot more money because the government was shut down than the $5 billion that was cost to, build the wall that he said was needed.
I don't necessarily think that he caved, but I think just in general with the border wall, with all of the issues that we have in our country, I don't think the wall is inherently bad, but I see it simply as a misallocation of funds.
No, I think that people like government employees need paid, so he's got to do something.
If he said, I want this thing, but they said no, and then he said, okay, I guess that sounds like giving in, yeah, sure.
Do you think Trump caved because he reopened the government?
A little bit, yeah, but also that's what I wanted him to do, so.
You wanted him to cave and give in?
Well, yeah, because the border wall's just not exactly realistic.
The longer he did it, the more his approval rating would go down. So I feel like he just caved under the pressure of just reopening it back up.
Trump has kind of gone back and forth about what he said about the wall, so I don't think a lot of people are happy with that. Obviously, he said Mexico is going to pay for it. Now we're paying for it.
Did he cave to the Democrats? Do you think he caved?
Listen, man, if we're talking about Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi versus Trump, I would say Chuck Schumer is definitely the top and Trump is definitely the bottom right now. I'm not trying to think of the last time that Donald Trump cried, but it was probably within the last week, and it was probably because of Chuck Schumer.
Do you think this is the art of the deal?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you.
He's the only one that's kind of negotiated, and he's cut back from what he originally wanted on the wall and what he's originally wanted in funding.
I don't think he caved. I think that's the wrong usage. I think that he was just opening it back up and basically being like, I'm going to open it back up, see if stuff starts flowing again. If it doesn't, I'm going to shut it back down.
I don't know if he necessarily caved, but I think definitely being the longest shutdown that we had, I think he might have, but I don't know. Time will only tell for that one.
I don't think he caved. I think he gave them a proposition, which was you have 3 weeks to sort out the situation, and after that it becomes a national crisis, and at that point it's my understanding that the military will then take it under their job to build the wall, and I think that's appropriate. I think national security is one of our biggest problems.
They don't reach an agreement for the wall and they close down again. Would that not be a humanitarian crisis? How many people are going without jobs, without pay if it shuts down again? And also, I'm a third generation immigrant from Germany. My grandparents came over here, and they never had to face the struggle that people of color have when they come here. They've never had problems. They came here, they got their visa. It takes a long time, even if you're white. Super privileged.
I don't think the immigration system has anything to do, if you're black, you have to wait a certain amount of time. What would be a better idea than the border wall?
I don't know. I'm not exactly working for the high ups of the government and border security and stuff, but I know that.
I haven't seen any birds since the government shutdown, but
It reopened. Have you seen any?
I have, yeah. I've seen not only just actual birds, but bird scooters, so I don't know.
Government shutdown. You ever been over to Burnett Woods? It looks exactly the same.
As?
Before and after the shutdown. There's no saving it.
Have you seen any birds when the government was shut down? It's reopened now.
Dude,
it's
they are North Korean spies, drones and shit.
It's because the government's reopened.
Yes.
Birds aren't real. It's a government conspiracy.
The government issued gay bomb that they were dropping in Iraq to turn all the soldiers gay.
That's impressive. Did you get affected?
No.
Okay. Would you support Trump if he decided to declare a national emergency and build the wall that way?
Yes, I would.
Why would you support him?
Because he was elected by the people
and I think he deserves to put his ideas out there. That was one of his biggest promises.
So you would support him if he declared a national emergency and built the wall that way?
Yeah, like if I had money, I'd pay for the wall, but I don't.
Why do you support the wall?
Because, I mean...
Hater. I support our president no matter who it is. I think the president usually has the best interest for America. And I think that whatever the president does, it's usually under his advisors. And I think that based on just checks and balances in the government in general, I don't think the government shutdown was that big of a deal. I mean, people say he's not allowed to, but he's the president and that's one of his powers, shut down the government. They all get their pay eventually. They might have gone without it for a month or two. You can work another job while you're not working for the government. I mean, you signed up for the job knowing that you will, under a government shutdown, not get paid. You can't take that on anybody else but yourself. And I don't think Trump's the one to blame. I think it's the Democrats for not being more willing to negotiate.
Would you support President Trump if he decided to declare a national emergency and build the wall that way without their approval?
Probably not. That doesn't seem very nice. It seems a little underhanded.
No.
Why not?
I believe in the not the judicial system, but I believe in the three branches of government, checks and balances.
No, I would not. I think the wall is not a big enough necessity in regard, just in general, the issues that we have in this country.
No, I think that compromise is the best way to go about things, and to give both sides what they want. I think that's the best way to do it.
I don't think building the wall and declaring a national state of emergency would be the right thing to do.
I think that's a pretty dangerous precedent to set, declaring, a national emergency to do something you really want to do that doesn't have the backing of, a majority of the Congress.
Would you support Donald Trump if he declared a national emergency and built the wall that way?
That makes no sense.
He's a smart guy. I think he knows that the Democrats are never going to give him the $5 billion. The Democratic Party voted years ago for 350 miles of wall on the border. It's all optics, it's all politics. They're never going to give it to him.
What do you think about Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, the ones that won't budge on the border wall funding, actually supporting a border wall under Bush and Obama?
So you're saying they support it under Bush and Obama?
They voted for it.
Well, I just think that's typical dumb party loyalty. I mean, all the Democrats now that are against it did in 2006, and now they totally flipped on everyone. Yeah, they all flipped on everyone just because it's Trump. So
yeah, so you're aware that they supported and voted for funding for a border wall under Bush and Obama.
Yeah, they're total hypocrites.
Remember, we are listener supported. We don't get billions of dollars from the government or Silicon Valley or George Soros. We are supported by you. So please go to InfoWarsStore.com and check out the highest quality nutraceuticals and supplements at InfoWarsStore.com.
InfoWars, tomorrow's news today. When it comes to rebuilding your energy, convenience is key. While coffee, candy, and other sugary products can give you a short boost, the crash can leave you more tired than ever. Turbo Force from InfoWars Life is a powerful mix-in energy packet that utilizes vitamins, amino acids, and extracts used for hundreds of years to provide you focus, clarity, and a boost of energy on the go. Simply take a packet, mix it into the indicated amount of water, and enjoy. With 14 servings per box for a 2-week or more supply, this is the formula to stock up on whenever you need a boost. Perfect for work, in the car, or at home. Turbo Force is the ultimate answer to a sluggish day. Don't let your day slow you down. Perk up with Turbo Force at InfoWarsStore.com.